Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. I'm so sorry for the 2-week hiatus. I apologize, but I want to wish you guys a happy new year. I want to continue to thank you guys for continuing to still watch my content, even though I missed you guys for 2 weeks. A lot has happened. I went to Ghana, I went to Africa. We was exploring all the different villages. I was doing so many things. I'm kind of like under the weather, but I was like, I gotta do another video. I got back yesterday. I would have did a video yesterday, but I was really sick yesterday. I'm feeling a little bit better today, so thank God for that. But it was an amazing trip. I got to see so many new things and new people and meet new people, new relationships. I got to get more of an appreciation of like even life. Like sometimes we forget where we've come from. We forget the opportunities we have until you see people that don't have the same opportunities. But it was life-changing. Market Mondays Live was amazing. It was super dope, man. It was super dope. And, you know, maybe I'll sit down and do a conversation about it one of these days this week. But, you know, class is in session. And today we're going to be talking about how to make content efficiently and effectively. That's the goal. And yes, I want to go into how I make my content and how I'm able to run Earn Your Leisure, run EY University, run InvestFest, all these different things, still doing my personal brand. And the way it is with workflows. And when you have a workflow, it makes things so much easier to be more efficient. So let's talk about it. But wait. Let me give it a little plug. My group session is about to go down. And I'm gonna do a super discount for the first 100 people. And I'm gonna include all the people I had on my one-on-one into that group session. And so they've already had, you know, some knowledge, so they're gonna be helping with the group. I'm gonna include all my friends from the network, the people I've networked with, like all the different people in business that I've done business with, and they're gonna be in it. It's gonna be a super vibe. It's gonna change lives. And I'm like, I can't effectively, you know, hit, you know, 100 people one-on-one, but I could hit 100 people in a group setting. So that's what I'm gonna be doing really soon. So be on the lookout for that. Go to michaeljmacdonald.com, sign up for my newsletter because I will be releasing the update for that as soon as possible. The other thing is the merch, earnyourleisure.com, the best merch in the game, you know it. So go to earnyourleisure.com, and for the higher education, go to EY University. That's it. Had to do the plug, you know what I'm saying? But today we will be talking about how to make content effectively and efficiently. So let's talk about it, right? I want to go through like how I get the ideas for my content, the format of my content, how I produce my content, and how I publish my content. All those different things play a part. And you would think it takes a lot of time, but in reality, it only takes 5 hours of a whole entire day for a week's worth of content. Just imagine that. I can invest 5 hours in one day and I'll have a week's worth of content. That's 20 hours a week to have a month's worth of content. And the way I do it is simple, right? It's simple. And I want to talk about it. So the first thing is ideas. And you know, my board, I got a couple things all over the place, pardon me, because I started on one canvas and then I went to another canvas, but we're gonna just stay on this. Ideas, right? So every day during the week, I may come up with some ideas and I put them in my notepad. Like today, I said I wanna make a video on content creation, right? So I put that in my idea board. I wanted to make a video on supplements. I put that in my idea board, right? So, and what I'm thinking about is I'm thinking about ideas that are aligned with what I want to put out. So if you've been listening to my content on a daily basis, you know that on Mondays, I talk about inspirational things. I talk about mindset. On Tuesdays, I talk about a tool that you can use to help you better your business. On Wednesdays, I kind of reflect on mindset and how what I talked about on Monday, how you put it to use in real time, right? On Thursday, I talk about health, like something that I can do with health in a way, like how I lost 70 pounds, how I lost 70 pounds. I talk about things to better your health, right? On Friday, I get questions, whether they were sent in, questions online, ChatGPT. I get a variety of questions, but I answer about 4 questions on Friday. Saturday is class is in session. And Sunday, I do a relationship thing, like something about family, relationship, and that's my whole entire thing. Now, ideally, I would want to do a whole hour of all those different components in one episode. I haven't been able to do it yet because our time conflicts with Jessica, and I want Jessica in as much as possible. But I can definitely do about 3 by myself, and then I'll end up, as time goes on, it's going to get easier to do all of them in one setting, right? But again, I'm actually new to making this type of content. And if I can make the content in an hour and then chop them up, but knowing I'm gonna be using them as different episodes as I'm making it, it'll make it a lot more easier. That's obvious. But this is what I want to teach you, because if you haven't made content and it's your first time making content, you wanna start off on a right foot. Hold on, let me get the door. I'm gonna keep this in the edit too. So if this is really for, you're gonna use something regardless from this if you're making content now, if you're not. But if you haven't made content yet and you start with the right blueprint, this is completely the right blueprint. And if you could do it for an hour long and talk about, 6 different things in that hour, that's 6 different episodes, 7 different episodes, and you got yourself, a nice run of content. So ideas, right? Every day during the week, I just write down all the different things. And I came up with classes and sessions. Let's talk about content. Because I think if people knew how to make content, it would make it a lot easier if they knew how to make it more effectively and efficiently, right? So that's the thing what I do during the week. Just write down ideas. And as you continue to come up with these ideas, right? You're gonna start making the ideas that relate to your content. You're gonna start thinking about that, because psychologically, you're thinking about how you make content and how you're gonna make it better, how you're gonna make new ideas for your content. You're just gonna automatically think like that. So when I first started, it was just ideas off guard, like off pace, off the agenda. Then as I started to make them, it started to become on agenda. And now it's like, anytime I think of an idea, it's gonna align with my podcast or my content. And that's what you'll notice, right? The second thing is, right, how you gonna make the content, right? Like we say, you want to do an intro, right? When you start your podcast, and I have to get better at it myself, but you want to say, welcome and thank people for watching, ask them to follow, ask them to subscribe. But you also, what I'm not doing as much of, you want to introduce yourself. My name is Michael J. MacDonald. Introduce yourself every single time so they know who you are. The more you say your name, the more they're going to relate to you, the more they're going to know you. They're going to feel personally connected with you. Continue to say your name. Hi, hey, welcome back. This is amazing that you came back. Follow, subscribe, My name is Michael J. MacDonald, and I want to talk to you about content creation. That's a great intro. It gets right to the point. It tells you what you need to be told. The second thing in your intro, you can, anything current events, you got events coming up, you want to promote a product, but don't make it more than 2 to 3 minutes. You want to make it quick because, one, your hook has to be important. So in the front of it, you want to say, you're having trouble making content? Watch this video and I'm going to teach you how to make it much easier for you. Or something like that. That was kind of corny, but you want to get to the point where you're like, content is hard for you? What if I told you I can make it much easier? If you stay tuned in this episode, I'm gonna teach you how to make your content become easier for you to make. Boom. I like that one. I might use that one in this one, but what I'm trying to say is that's the hook, and then you go into your intro, then you go into your introducing yourself, you go into your current events, and boom, you got a great intro. Whoa, what's this? Never seen this before. Right? The bullet points. If you remember when I told you in the beginning, I said, we want to talk about content creation, how to make it, how to post it, how to publish it. You tell a little bit about everything you're going to be talking about in the episode. That's how you want to align your content with, right? So this is an episode, and if you're going to do an hour long, you're going to have to do this 7 times if you're going to do 7 different episodes, right? Or you could just do one straight episode and cut up it into parts. It's up to you. I like to have this in every single episode. So if I do it in an hour setting, a 1 hour long recording, and record all my episodes for the whole entire week, I'm gonna do this every single time. The same format. I'm gonna introduce myself, I'm gonna tell bullet points for every new thing I talk about. So that's me, but you can just take this different parts and post it on each day and have the long form content post on one day. It's up to you. That's your preference. So after you go through the bullet points, you want to go through the information. This is what you're really talking about. Content creation, all about what I'm talking about now. Creating the content and doing all this and formatting it and making it much easier for you to make it efficient. But once you get this guideline, it's going to be much easier to consistently do it every day or even every week. Once you put the information into what you're talking about, you want to recap the information. You want to ask them, so do you get this? Like, so we went through the intro, we went through the bullet points, you recap what you spoke about in the episode so they can kind of, remember it, right? They can kind of get a grasp on know exactly what they're talking about. Now, this may require questions. People might ask you questions in the comments. Be prepared to answer questions, because if you went too fast or people didn't understand, you want to make sure like they understood what you were speaking about, because if they don't understand it, what we're doing here doesn't work. So you recap it. If they have questions, they'll ask them in the comments. Encouragement. This is the part where you say, listen, guys, you got this, right? You got the tools, right? You literally got the format of how to create content on an efficient level, right? Just put it to use, execute. This is your time. You know you can do it. Why not do it? Like, give them encouragement on what you've been speaking about. Like, just for you, if you want to make content, you know you can do it. This is the blueprint. This is how you make content on an efficient, effectively way, right? Encouragement and an outro, right? You want to thank them for watching. You want to thank you, for watching. I appreciate you guys. Give a call to action. Go to michaeljmacdonald.com to get more info, to sign up for my group coaching, whatever it may be. This is where you kind of like want to gear them off of your episode to go somewhere else to where you own, or something that you have something to do with, So this is a great point in the episode to kind of speak on those things, like give them a call to action of something to do. You have a product, you have an event. I'm working on this mastermind that I'm about to put together. It's going to be crazy. I will be talking about it when I finally get the final details on it, right? I don't have it yet, but that's a great call to action to talk about on the outro. And after that, you got the whole entire recording. So you got from the beginning to the end, all the different episodes if you did it like that, or you got one episode and you're gonna break them up into parts. This is the next part. Remember, I told you I had them all over. That first part should take 1 to 2 hours. The ideas, I wouldn't want to put a time on that, because that's just every day. That's just daily living, and you're just writing down ideas in your notepad. So, I mean, yeah, that might take about an hour if you calculate it all the time, but that's like, you're just in your daily day, you're watching TV. Oh, I got an idea. You write an idea down. So I didn't put a time on that, but that's 1 hour, 1 to 2 hours doing all that content, right? The next thing, which takes about 1 to 2 hours, is editing the footage. So I listed a couple ways to edit the footage, and I wanted to go over them. Opus Pro, right? Opus Pro is a great AI to allow you to dump your hour-long footage into, and it'll put out clips. Now, the great thing about Opus Pro is they'll actually make short clips with captions, and they'll make long, like medium form content without captions. You can control it to do what you want it to do. And it's good because it puts icons, it puts the nice captions, the colors, and it picks the rating of how great the clip will be, how it will rank in the algorithm. It's a great tool, and it's really efficient. And if you're starting off and you don't have a budget to really like tune into like fine tune your content, this is a great starting point to get your podcast or your content rolling. So I would say Opus Pro, you dump the whole footage in there. It'll shoot out your shorts. It'll shoot out your medium form content, and your long form content. You just kind of have to, put that. You got to kind of you might have to edit that a little bit, because it's going to break the parts up, and you want to get what's important in the episode. So you don't want to play with that, because that's really important too. But again, if you take that, the medium form content, you don't use the long form content, it doesn't matter. So it's up to you on that one. The next thing is mjmautomation.com. That's an affiliate link, but this is a tool that I use every single day, and it allows you to get points in the episode that was very, very important, or that was a highlight, and you could take those different points, those timestamps, and you can make clips out of them. Now, you might do this on your own, or you might send it to an editor, but mjmautomation.com is going to give you the title, the description, the tags. It gives you timestamps. It gives you everything you possibly can need for your content. So that's a very important tool that I use literally every day. The next thing, this is the next option. So this is two options, right? This one, you're gonna have to get an editor, or you're gonna have to do it yourself with MJM Automation for the edit of the actual video. But you're gonna get the timestamp, so it makes it easier to make it. And if you get CapCut, you can easily do it yourself. It's not hard. The thing is that time. You wanna put your time into what you do best, and not put your time into things that you don't do best, right? The next thing is get an editor. And you know, you got Fiverr, you got Upwork, but my best is going to Facebook groups and logging into those Facebook groups, click video editor, search video editor in the groups tab, and you're gonna come up with all these different editor groups, and they're all in there, and they post their work. They do, and you can just hit them up, say, I'm looking for an editor. Anybody, you put a post in there, they're gonna all hit you up. You kind of look at their work, you kind of see their activity in the group, so now you know if they're a real person or not. It's the best way. This is how I got the last 10 people I've been working with in Facebook groups. It's an amazing tool. We underestimate Facebook group. Facebook group is amazing. So that's another thing. So that's another way to find an editor. And the next thing is yourself. CapCut is amazing. I mean, I love CapCut. It's so easy. I don't use it enough. I still am attached to Final Cut Pro. I don't use it enough. I should be using it every single day, and I don't. It is a very easy tool to use or understand, and it has so many features in it. It has so much technology in it. It has effects, it has transitions, it has text, it has everything you could possibly need. Go to YouTube, learn. I'm gonna make a video on how to use CapCut very soon, but CapCut, just go, it's free too. So I like the desktop version. People like the phone version, I like the desktop version. And this process will take about 1 to 2 hours. And once you do that, now we're at 4 hours a week. We're at 4 hours for the week so far. The next thing is an hour. And this is how you're gonna distribute your content, right? You're gonna publish your content to all the outlets. And right now, technically, I use Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I was using TikTok. I'm gonna get back into TikTok, and I'm gonna get into LinkedIn. But these are 4 platforms that you need to use. You go to Facebook Creator, right, where you upload after you get all the content for the week, you go to this is when you go to all these sites. You go to Facebook Creator, you upload every single piece of content during the times of the day, and I'll teach that in another video. You can look at your analytics and see which days and which times work the best. Then the next thing, you post them all during the whole entire week. So now that whole week has the whole entire content for Facebook and Instagram on one app. The next thing is YouTube. You go to your YouTube. You schedule all your shorts, all your medium form content, all your long form content. You schedule it all, like you do all the descriptions, and all that descriptions come from mjmautomation.com. So you don't even have to write the description. You'll get it all right there. So you do each video. So like you take, this is my process. I do each day. So I'll take the shorts and the medium form content and the long form content for that one day, boom, and I take it, get the description, get the title, get all that, and put it into here. So you do Facebook Creator, you go YouTube Schedule, and it's the same thing with TikTok and LinkedIn. They all have the scheduling feature. You have to use it. So you don't have to worry about posting. So I can do all this today. I can leave my house. I could go on vacation. I could do what I want, and I don't have to worry about it, right? I don't have to worry about it. It's going to post every day, right? And my suggestion to you is you want to have 2 weeks of scheduled content to start, because you never know what's going to happen. So as long as you're 2 weeks ahead, you'll be fine. Like if I had 2 weeks ahead of content scheduled, I would have never missed a day of posting. This is episode 40, right? I did 39 days straight. I took 2 weeks off, and now I'm back. But you know what? I needed that rest. I'm not even mad about it. 39 days straight of putting out content is a lot of ideas. And now that I had to go to Africa, I had to just see so many different things. And I just wanted to enjoy that. I didn't want to have to worry about looking at the content, worry about like seeing if you know, being interactive. I just wanted to just embrace myself with the culture of Africa. And I needed that time. And now I'm back. I'm sorry. Episode 40, we popping. 41's gonna come out tomorrow. Whether it's with Jessica or not, it's coming out. And we on a roll. We're gonna be giving you great content. I'm gonna go another 40-50 days straight again. And then I'm gonna take another 2-week race. And this is how I gotta do it, because you don't wanna lose yourself either, right? You wanna like be able to have fun with yourself. You want this to be fun. This is still fun to me. And if making content ever becomes not fun to you, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. If you burn yourself out, it's not gonna be fun, and it's just not gonna, it's gonna cross over to the screen. You wanna continue to do this, but you wanna have fun with it. You wanna enjoy doing it. And this is why I need the 14 days. So yeah, I was a little mad at myself when I missed the first day, then I missed the second day. I was like, you know what? I said to myself, I need this. I'm burnt out. I was burnt out. You can see it in my footage. And I'm like, look, you can see I'm burning myself out. And that wasn't good for me, and it wasn't good for you. I was still giving great content. I definitely believe I was still giving great content, but you don't want to burn yourself out. You want to just give yourself a break. And guys, this right here is gold. This is gold, super gold. If you really want to make content, you really want to become a content creator, you follow this blueprint, you will grow your platform exponentially faster than you would without it. I'm telling you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Just take the information and execute. It's 2024. It's a new year. This is your time. This is your year. I call this year the year of growth. And if you want to grow into the new person you need to be, or you want to be, this is the time. And if you want to put content a part of this growth, this is the format. This is the blueprint. You got it. Just take the information, apply it, and execute. And I promise you, you'll become successful. In the end of 2024, you'll be like, Michael, thank you for giving me the information. I appreciate you. Guys, I love you guys. I'm glad to be back. I'm sorry I was gone, but I needed the time off. I needed it. And follow me, subscribe, go to michaeljmacdonald.com. Class was in session, and now we're going to take a break. I'll see you tomorrow.